Hi class, this is Mr. Trez, and this video is going to be about scientific notation and standard form. Our learning objective: the student will be able to write numbers greater than 100 in scientific notation and also to write numbers in standard form. Okay, so scientific notation. It is a short way to write very large or very small numbers. A number written in scientific notation is written as a product of a number that is at least 1 but less than 10. So by product, we mean multiplication. And another key feature is it has to be at least 1. So it could be 1, okay, but it has to be greater than 1, okay, but it also has to be less than 10. For example, 6 and 75 hundredths times 10 to the 5th power is an example of a number written in scientific notation. Now we also have standard form, and standard form is a number written without exponents. So, for example, 675,000 is an example of a number written in standard form. So to write a number in scientific notation, we have 3 steps. First, we want to move the decimal point to write a number that is at least 1 but less than 10. If we're moving to the left, the exponent is going to be positive. Okay, and this is going to make the number becomes greater than or equal to 1. Okay, but also less than 10. Next, we want to kind of clean up and rewrite our final answer neatly. And then finally, we're going to write our final answer in the form of a times 10 to the nth power. So if I had an example right here, and it was 405 million, I want to write this number in scientific notation. So I'm going to rewrite the number 40523 Now, our first step is we are going to move the decimal in order to get a number at least 1 but less than 10. So the decimal always starts in back of the ones place. And now we're going to move, okay? We're going to move to the left because that's going to give us our number, okay? We're going to have like little jumps right here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I moved 8 spaces to the left. And that gives me a number 4.05 or 4 and 5 hundredths. Okay, so by moving 8 spaces to the left, it gives me a number that's at least 1 but less than 10. If I only moved it 7 spaces, for example, that would have brought the decimal right here, and that would have gave me 40 and 5 tenths. The problem with that is that number is greater than 10, so we have to make sure that we're very careful when we move our decimal. So now we're going to write it as a product. Product means to multiply. We can either use a raised dot or a middle dot, okay, or just an X for multiplication. And then it's always going to be times the power of 10. And then finally, our exponent is going to be the amount of times that we moved our decimal. So we were able to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 to the 8th power. So here is our number written in scientific notation. So our final answer would be 4.05 or 4 and 5 hundredths times 10 to the 8th power. Next we have writing a number in standard form. So standard form is going to be the numbers that we're going to be familiar with. These are numbers that do not have an exponent. So first we're going to copy the question. Next, we're going to move the decimal by the amount of the exponent. If the exponent's positive, we're going to move it to the right. Then finally, we're going to clean up and rewrite our answer correctly because it could get a little messy. So here is our expression, 4 and 6 tenths times 10 to the 7th. So we want to write this in standard form. So let's write 4 and 6 tenths. And now we are multiplying it by 10 to the 7th power. So that means I'm going to move my decimal 7 places to the right. And every time I move a decimal 1 place to the right, it's the same thing as multiplying by 10. That's why we want to have our base of 10. So let's move it 7 spaces to the right. And we're going to make nice little jumps right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like putting a decimal right there so I know I stop. And now we're going to fill in the spaces, fill in the little jumps with zeros. And there we go. So now let's just rewrite our number because it looks a little messy right now with the jumps and everything. So we're going to go 4, 6, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then let's put our commas in. So we're going 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma, and there's our final answer, 46 million. This is a number that is written in standard form. So just to review, we're going to write our decimal 4 6/10. We're then going to move our decimal by the amount of our exponents. We're going to move it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure when you do this in your notebook, you have jumps, and you have a nice deep jumps. This way, we could fill in the zeros, okay, that are the missing placeholders. Then we're going to clean up and rewrite our answer with commas. 46 million is the answer to this question. Thank you for watching this video.